Now we give the floor to our respondent. We do have with us the Member of the Parliament, Brando Benifei, against this background.
Okay. First of all, thank you for inviting me. My name is Brando Benifei. I'm a member of the Employment and Social Affairs Committee, like my colleague Martina. We work together. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree. We are a parliament where various ideas and priorities and interests are represented, and in fact our role is to take all that comes from your word and to combine that with other points of view that are on the table when we work together on different files and find solutions for the European democracy to advance and for results to be delivered to citizens, to businesses, to workers, etc. In fact, again, I really want to thank not just for this occasion. You will excuse me that if at some point I will also speak in Italian, also to the honor of my fellow Italians present and the Union Camere, with which I've been working very well in these years. But also I want to say thanks to Eurochambres and all the national organizations of the Chambers of Commerce, because exactly in the work that I've been saying, we have been working very well together in terms of trying to push for your priorities inside the different files. I've been working myself on digital skills, for example, and we have been working on that in the new skills agenda of the European Commission to integrate all your suggestions and your work on the field, we can say directly with the businesses that need skilled workforce, especially on the new frontier of the digital skills. We have worked recently, and in fact also in these minutes I was getting some communication on my phone on exactly this file. We have been working together on the European Solidarity Corps. That has been an important file on now giving, in the perspective of the new multiannual financial framework, around, this is in the proposal of the Commission, 200 million euros per year to sustain solidarity activities promoted both in volunteering but also in traineeships and jobs, also with the business sector. Eurochambres knows that we have been fighting a lot to include also the business sector, the social economy, the chambers of commerce in this project, and not just the volunteering organisations, because building a more cohesive and fair Europe is something that can be an opportunity for all organisations. And we have been working on the European funds, on COSME, for example, together, but also that's for the access to credit. I'm trying also with these considerations to address some of the concerns that have been raised with the COSME fund and with the new Juncker plan for investments. We have been working together to give more credit and funding opportunities for new projects from the business side. And also I've been working a lot, being the co-chair of the Youth Intergroup, a lot with the young entrepreneurs, and especially, for example, on the projects regarding support for new businesses, for the creation of new businesses in the SME instrument and other funds, but also with the Erasmus for young entrepreneurs, which I think is a very successful programme. Both me and Martina are ambassadors of this programme to the European Commission. We try to work on the field with the organisations of the businesses in our member countries to bring more young people, more prospective and new entrepreneurs to participate in these mobility projects. Because we already heard from you, some of you mentioned that you worked with these funds, both to foster the creation of new businesses, but also to exchange on skills. We heard, for example, on the work being done on the skills exchange on the automotive sector based on European projects. I've been myself participating in many concluding seminars to this kind of projects here in the Parliament and abroad, and I think that this kind of exchange is very important, knowing that partly this effort must be done also by the nation states, by the member states and by the regions that are in many countries the operational authorities for the European funds, also for the European Social Fund, which is very important for training the workforce, which is something that many of you raised the need, and also we have seen to the second question such an overwhelming response saying that you are still lacking on this sense of having a trained workforce. We have been working now, I'm the rapporteur for my political group, the Socialists and Democrats, one of the second biggest group of the Parliament, on the European Social Fund Plus that has a specific focus on digital skills that I mentioned earlier, but also on the lifelong learning of workers. This is extremely important for you to have the possibility to have a workforce that is up to date to the changing labour market and to the changing demands coming from the industry. We need to be sure that the European money, the European funds are directed in the best way. We have been working on this topic together with Martina on different files, also on the Youth Employment Initiative, on the Youth Guarantee that supports the employment and training of young people in businesses. We really need from our side to be sure that every euro and every each currency of the Union used in European funds is used well and for quality projects that really are delivering added value for you, for the territories where you work. To stop the brain drain that has been touched, I think we still need to invest on the good mobility, so on the projects that foster mobility where people can have experiences abroad but also come back to bring back the experiences, what they have learned to their sending country. We have data on that. The people that participated in Erasmus exchanges, both prospective workers but also the Erasmus of young entrepreneurs, they are more resilient, they have more interest from the employers in the first case, but also a better start with their business when we talk about the entrepreneurs. And on the other side, for the bad mobility, the one that is of those that go away because they don't find opportunity in their own country, we need to continue our work for a better economy at European level. We still need to fully recover in some countries. We have heard some examples in your interventions. We still need to foster strongest investments from the European level to push for economic growth. My approach, and I think that we agree on this also with a colleague, that incentives are very important. We work on instruments to facilitate, but if the economy is not growing, if there is no growing of new jobs coming from a changing situation at the macroeconomic level and in terms of the development of investments, then all the incentives, all the European programmes will not really deliver, and also activation policies for lifelong learning, we risk making them in the end being only poor subsidies for transitional periods. We need instead to have a sustained economic growth to stop the brain drain and also make our countries more attractive, because we need to also attract more young people from other parts of the world to our European countries. Not all European countries are fully able to have this brain gain from other qualified workers and entrepreneurs from other countries. I will speak the final part of my intervention in Italian, as I said at the beginning, to alternate a bit. Si è trattato anche della questione della integrazione scuola-lavoro e transizione dalla educazione al mondo del lavoro. Questo è un tema estremamente importante. Noi sosteniamo con forza dal Parlamento europeo, dalle istituzioni europee, i sistemi di educazione duale e l'alternanza scuola-lavoro. Questo è un tema che a livello anche di alcuni paesi, proprio l'Italia, da cui io provengo, ha portato ad alcune riforme negli anni passati che io credo vadano valorizzate, magari migliorate, ma sostenute così come in altri paesi, perché noi abbiamo bisogno di avvicinare il mondo dell'impresa a quello degli studenti con opportunità importanti. Io non vengo qui a dirvi che va tutto bene, che siete i più bravi del mondo. Scusate, lo dico, su questo tema è importante una vera alleanza ed impegno comune, perché per migliorare in tutta Europa l'esperienza della transizione scuola-lavoro serve anche una presa di coscienza, un impegno che richiede uno sforzo globale di tutti il mondo imprenditoriale per far sì che questa transizione venga realizzata attraverso esperienze di qualità, attraverso occasioni che permettano ai ragazzi che entrano a vario titolo con l'educazione duale, con l'alternanza scuola-lavoro, in esperienze che veramente siano formative per loro e utili per il mondo economico. Su questo serve un lavoro comune da parte delle istituzioni, ma anche da parte del mondo del business, e su questo credo che anche le buone pratiche europee, lo scambio delle buone pratiche fra i paesi che hanno una maggiore esperienza e costanza, diciamo anche per ragioni di storia, su queste pratiche credo che possa essere utile per tutti i paesi. Alcuni paesi in questi anni che hanno lavorato su questo tema per ottenere migliori risultati. Un tema che è stato toccato di enorme importanza per i giovani, sia lavoratori che imprenditori, e che ringrazio quindi che è stato sollevato da uno degli ultimi interventi, è quello della certificazione e del riconoscimento dei titoli. Noi abbiamo bisogno su questo di fare passi in avanti, abbiamo un mercato comune delle merci, del movimento delle persone, dei capitali, non ancora davvero dei titoli e dei riconoscimenti professionali. Su questo c'è da fare uno sforzo ulteriore, gli Stati membri devono aiutarci, a volte anche non avere paura di cedere un po' di diciamo possibilità di decidere insieme a livello europeo per arrivare a dei risultati. Concludo come ultimo punto, che è altro tema che è stato toccato, che mi sembra estremamente rilevante, il rapporto del mondo del business nella definizione delle politiche europee. Con Eurochambre, con tutte le realtà di rappresentanza delle organizzazioni facciamo un grande lavoro, ma c'è da fare di più. Io dico soprattutto quando poi caliamo questi fondi europei che noi decidiamo qua nel territorio, abbiamo bisogno che quindi anche gli Stati membri e le autorità di management, e quindi in moltissimi paesi le regioni, devono mantenere per tutti i fondi, soprattutto quelli che riguardano lo sviluppo economico, un dialogo costante con il mondo produttivo. Non è sempre così fino ad oggi, la Commissione e noi abbiamo molto spinto in questa direzione, ma dobbiamo approfittare del nuovo bilancio, del bilancio pluriennale, dove il Parlamento, grazie al suo potere di intervento incisivo, sta facendo la sua parte, sia sui regolamenti per semplificare l'accesso ai fondi, anche le rendicontazioni, tema gigantesco, ma anche nel rendere questa consultazione e coinvolgimento nello sviluppo dei bandi, delle call, più costante anche ai livelli inferiori, non solo qui ma anche nei territori. Su questo serve un impegno comune e credo che potremo ottenere dei risultati con un rapporto forte proprio con il Parlamento, che io credo sia davvero l'istituzione che più sente da vicino i bisogni del territorio, dei cittadini, e può trasmetterlo in qualche modo nel circuito delle istituzioni europee. Grazie ancora per questa occasione, spero di aver dato qualche contributo utile rispetto alle osservazioni fatte.